Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We finally have the complete Studio Series 86 Dinobots. Let's check this out. I'm excited, as you just saw there in the intro. We finally have Swoop. This just came in last week for me. I got this from Big Bad Toy Store. But we finally have Swoop. Do you understand? We finally have Swoop. We can end this. This is literally one of the figures I've been waiting on because I'm done pretty much collecting at this point, and I had to complete this set. Now, when I say done pretty much collecting, I'm not going to keep buying massive amounts of stuff. I don't have any room left, so now I'm just going to go for occasional things. And I do have a backlog here, by the way, so there is still going to be a lot of videos, but I want to focus this more on like more high-end stuff, more fun stuff. So, but who cares? We got Swoop. We got Swoop. We've got one of the greatest Michael Bell Transformers. I don't remember how many he did at the moment. This is awesome. It's not without its flaws. So first off, let's take a look. First off, he does come with the same battle. I think it's pretty much the same exact picture as the one that I have in the background where I'm sitting on Starscream's throne. We do get the box. I love that artwork. Too bad I'm destroying it. You do get more lovely artwork. Still going to destroy it. And product. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Still going to destroy it. Don't care. This is Swoop. This is Lord Swoop. This is the cool figure. Now, I do want to talk. First off, he's big. As you can see here, I'm knocking everything over on my desk. I've actually had to clear this off just so I can fit him. And it's chaos. It's absolute chaos because these Studio Series figures are so large. And it's heavy too. I have to have 2 flight stands holding him up right now. So that's a really cool sign that this is a fun, cool set to have. But we're going to go ahead and take him off of this because I can't really talk about my complaints if I don't show off the issues. But there's very few complaints, so don't worry about that, folks. This isn't going to be one of those reviews. Now, as you can see, he's still quite big. I am a 5'8" guy, and I'm having to push back to the point where my fingers are barely touching just to get him entirely in shot. We don't need this. But what a cool figure. So just showing just how large he is as I'm knocking everything over in the background. I mean, it's fantastic. It looks great. There is so much to talk about with this figure. I don't even know where to start. First, we're going to talk about articulation, I guess. He, of course, has the mouth here. He still has a peg if you have a blast effect. The head can go up. It can go down. Can't do too much in this mode. Wings. Now, the wings kind of hold everything together. So you do want to be careful because it can untab. But you do get very, very large range of motion with the wings. The little feetsies here, they move. And we'll get to that because I'll show off his land mode. So yeah, it's got articulation like crazy. Let's go ahead and get him into the standing mode. What you're going to do is you come out here. You're going to flip his feet down. We'll kick those swords out. Don't really need them. And yes, he comes with 2 swords, folks. And we'll talk about that in a second. So bring that down. Bring that down. Bring this up. And voila. Here he is, standing up and looking like a Scooby-Doo villain, which is I love. So yeah, it's just one of those really cool features. Now, the one thing I do have to talk about is his chest here will pop open on me. So if I kind of like leave it just a little bit, or if I play with this at all, it pops out. Now, these arms tab in to hold everything together. They don't tab in well on mine. And I think that's part of the issue. And I think one of the tabs is too big. But it looks really cool. I have so much so that I'm risking bringing out my Generation 1 Swoop. I actually have 2. The head broke off the other one. So I just want to show just how he looks. And I will not be transforming him. I'm sorry. I broke one already. I'm not bringing another one. It's cost me a fortune. But I do want to show just how beautiful he looks. I could not find my Titans Return Swoop, and my Legacy Swoop is in storage right now. We just had that hurricane in Florida, so a lot of my stuff is put into boxes for safe protection. But just continuing on with him, in this mode, there's not any real articulation that's any different from what you've seen. Just, he still just looks cool, and you can kind of fold that in to give him a little bit more of a terrifying presence. But you want to see how he looks with the other ones, don't you? Of course, you could watch better reviewers than me. So here he is with the other dinobots. Just to show you just the size and scale. So let's go ahead and open these wings back up. If you have these figures, you know just how big they are. So, I mean, it is thoroughly, thoroughly impressive just how massive and beautiful of a figure it can be. He fell down, go boom. But yeah, so, yeah, it's gorgeous. It is one of the most gorgeous figures. And of course, sludge is still problematic. And that's a disappointment. Swoop isn't. We'll give the dogs a second. So yeah, that is the pterodactyl, pterodon, whatever mode. So transformation. This is fun. Now this follows the basic Generation 1 toy transformation. I'm very, very pleased with that. At the same time, I'm kind of let down by it. I was hoping for something a little bit more modern mixed in, make it a little bit more animation worthy, but it is cool. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to plug these feet. Now the feet have these holes here, and they plug into the tab here. You got to put them kind of like kitty corner. Not kitty corner, but kind of at an angle so they fit. But to bring them down, you just bring it down, lock it in place like that, bring the toes down. This comes out, and then you got the heel spur. So again, you're going to come down, bring that down, bring that down. First time I did this, these kind of like when you transform it back, you can literally just press it and it goes nice in it. It did more of an auto the first time. This time it's not doing it. Go ahead and get his feet nice and solid there. We'll bring the camera up. And already right here, I mean, you can see he's rather tall. But, so let's go ahead and we're just going to push these out of the way real quick. Because you're going to come here. You're going to try to undo this. How this transforms is this just slides out. Again, very much like the Generation 1 toy. A little bit stronger. I'm not as worried about breaking it. Come here, you got this little neck tab. You're going to flip it up. Then you're going to bring this whole section down. This is the part that worries me the most. His head, for me, does not want to separate from that part. So be careful. I don't want you to stress mark your plastic. I don't want you to do anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pause. I'm going to get my tool to get that out, and we'll show that part off in a second. Sadly, you didn't get to hear that nice, satisfying clip as it goes like that. Oop, my beard got in there. Now you're going to bring these up. You just basically tab in. You got the circle there, circle there, circle there, circle there. Just bring it in. You push it in, and voila. It caught my beard. That's pretty funny. So you're going to bring this down. Hands. Simple, smooth, excellent. Simple, smooth. This is not a complex transformer. This is a rather easy transformer to transform. So if you're looking for a challenge, you're not going to find it. So now, from my favorite part of the transformation of this figure is the wings. And instead of just doing the lazy thing where it folds, you can manipulate it. It comes up, and then it goes back. So again, on this side, it goes up, then it goes back, and it's done. And it looks beautiful. Now you can take his missile launchers again and reattach them. Now they do not fire on their own, but they can separate, so you can make it look cool and have like the whole effect. And yeah, here he is. He is fantastic. This is a cool looking figure, and he's bigger than I thought. He's heavier than I thought. I honestly thought he was going to be a smaller figure. I thought that they might not do this large class that they've done for the other Dinobots and done a smaller one for him, considering he is a smaller reptile from that era. Not a dinosaur, but yeah. So he's so big that I can't get him all into one shot in my setup, and that's cool. So usually this only happens with the Titans, so I'm literally now good 3 feet away. So just to give you a hint here, let me try to straighten my camera out here. There we go. His head is it's big. It is a big figure, and we'll show it off more once I transform one of the other ones. But here, right now, right off the bat, here he is with Masterpiece Ironhide, and he comes right up to the chest. So I mean, he's Masterpiece sized, which is really cool. Articulation, and he has it. Of course, the head is on a ball joint, but he also has an extra spot here, so he can even like look further up because of how he transforms. And yes, the head can go all the way around. Arms, they technically can go around if you move the wings. You do have to push it out a little bit. You do get you do get upper arm. You don't get lower arm, but the hands do move, so you can position the wrists. The torso, you can rotate. You have to lift this up if you want to go further, but hey, it's something you can do. Feet, ooh, listen to that click. He can do full splits. He does get good knee. He does good, awesome ankle tilt. And of course, the heel and feet move as well. So that is him in a nutshell. Now, he does come with 2 more accessories, and you saw them when I had him in his flying mode. He does come with 2 swords. His and Grimlock's. Or is this his and this is Grimlock's? Oh, remember, don't care either, because they both look cool. And of course, one can plug right into a hand, and you can, of course, plug the other one into the hand. But he does have a port here in the back, so he can carry a broadsword. And yeah, doesn't that look nice? This is a fun figure for us older collectors. Let's go ahead and take a look at how he looks with his fellow Dinobots in their robot modes. My camera cut out while I was recording, and I don't know why. But here they are all together, and as you can see here, they don't fit on my desk. They're too big. I'm actually really surprised I was able to get even this shot to happen, especially with Sludge and his knee problems. But just showing just how big these figures are. Now, they are in an arc shape to try to get them all to fit, but you can see just how well they scale together. And again, with Grimlock here getting his sword is fantastic. And excuse me, this is a really cool set to have. Like, this is every 80 kid's dream to have these 5 together in a scale that is absolutely massive. As far as the individual figures go, yeah, they're a little flawed. Grimlock, of course, you can't really make out his chest piece. He didn't come with his sword, the whole wheelie thing. Snarl being too tall compared to the rest of them. Slag, whatever you want to call him. His horns just pop off like crazy. Sludge, of course, being captain, can't stand up on his own because his knees suck. And then you got Swoop with some chest issues. But otherwise, they are absolutely gorgeous and beautiful together. And I can't really express enough just how cool this is. But yeah, that's it for this review. Please comment down below. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see. Hi, folks. Thank you again for watching. I just want to remind people that they can always like, subscribe, and check out these videos here. Thank you very much for watching.